Good.
Rob and Slim Show.
I wanted to order the smoked ribs with coleslaw and pork rinds. Can I get a Caesar salad with that?
I was going to ask, what would you like on the side, sir?
The Caesar salad on the side.
We don't do Caesar.
Oh, is this Wang Chong's?
We do chef salads. That's it, though. Only chef salads.
I love a nice chef salad. Very nice.
Steve
Hello,
Coulter, how are
up,
you, my
Steve?
friend?
My God, welcome. This is your, what season is this? 23rd? Sixth?
Yes. Season 26.
23rd, 26, 20-something.
It's all blur, Steve.
So do you go to like France in between seasons? That's what you do, isn't it?
Yes. Well,
Yes.
Slambo likes Ladyboy, so I think he goes to Thailand. And Slim just
Wow.
Slim just goes to
So
a
we're
crawl
starting-
space.
Yeah.
We're starting right off with the young boys in Thailand. I see. Here we go.
Slambo goes to...
Those are actually vicious lies.
He just camps a lot during his vacation. That's all he really does.
He's a real...
Oh, yeah. I'm going camping in Thailand. That's a euphemism. Yes.
Wrestle a catfish.
Well, how have
Fucking-
you been?
We're
Great.
good, Steve. How are you? How did Annabelle Comes Home do?
Yes, a scary little movie. I don't do them very much. I don't like scary movies.
No? Really? Oh, I wanted to see it.
I like going to. Actually, I do like going to see them in the theaters. Like I don't watch them on TV because it's no fun. Because in a theater, like I took my girlfriend to see because I hadn't seen it yet. I went to see Annabelle Comes Home, and it was fun because it was in a theater full of people, and people in this neighborhood where we went, they talked to the screen.
Oh.
And there was one woman who used every expletive you could imagine to talk to, like, motherfucker, get out of that room. Yeah, it's so much fun. It's like it's participatory.
The classic scream, behind you! Behind you!
Get the fuck out of there, bitch!
Yes.
Get the fuck
There's a
out.
lot of like, no way.
Oh, no, she didn't.
Do you like slap your like?
Do you tell
slap
him to
your,
shut the fuck up?
Right.
Just shut the fuck up. I'm in the movie. I'm trying to watch myself.
Yeah, I was gonna say like if you like push your wife and go, that's me every time you're on screen.
No, I kind of look forward to getting because it is really uncomfortable. Sometimes if it's a character that's really different from you, then it's easier to watch. But if it's you, it's just like when you're a kid and you hear your voice for the first time on a tape recorder. Well, no one does that anymore because no one knows what a tape recorder is.
No.
But I remember, it's like that because you go, oh my God, I don't have a chin, and oh God, I look like I died, and I'm old, and so that's what it's usually like.
That's what Slim texts me all week. Slim always messages me that. He's like, look, my weak
Like,
chin.
why are you doing a show with me? Like, what are you thinking?
Yeah, it's always a weird experience.
Yeah. Does anyone like turn around and just stare at you and not blink and point?
No, well, actually, they probably don't because I don't look like I do in the movie. Because I wear glasses and I don't usually wear a priest's outfit unless it's Tuesday.
So nobody in that theater was like, yo, that motherfucker's right there.
Yo, he's right there.
Let's
jump him. Let's jump him.
No, they did not do that.
Oh, man. What happened, though, Steve? What happened with the hunt? Because last time we talked, you were telling us about it.
Well, it was really great. The director, about a week or so ago, he finally made some comments. And he put it perfectly, and there's so much, I can say what he said, because, he signed like NDA, but what he said is the movie pokes serious fun at both sides, the left and the right, about how extreme, how nobody listens to each other. We make all these assumptions, and that's what it's a very violent, over the top, funny, dark thriller, and it pokes fun to both sides. But we knew when we were shooting it, we said, the conservative media will probably hear about the story, and they're going to make all these assumptions, which are wrong. And it caused such a stir, and then it came right after the shootings, and I think it just You know, to figure it's just not the right time. I don't know what the future of it is. And it's
That's
a
what I was
shame
gonna
'cause
ask.
it's just a darn good movie.
They
It's
pulled
one of
it.
the best scripts I've worked on ever.
They pulled it from theaters. I don't know if Slim and
fuck?
Slambo knows. They whatever folded to President Trump saying video games and movies are the reason for mass shootings.
Yeah,
And
they had. Well, what they done is they right after the shootings happened, they all met and they said this might not be a good idea, and that's when they decided to pull the you know, the previews that were out. And then I think then they got the big backlash, and they just said, yeah, let's just wait a while. I do hope they do once the brouhaha dies down, they'll show it, because it does. It actually the hero of the movie, which is clear from the preview, is one of the quote unquote deplorables, even though they're not deplorables. And but yeah, Fox News went crazy, which is like, why don't you watch the movie first and then have an opinion?
I was gonna say, if you want, we could do it in Slim's backyard. If you want to fly here, Steve, we could refilm it. We could everything in your head. We could remake.
Yeah.
Excellent. That's a great idea.
He's got a rusty folding chair in the yard. I think we could really use that for a scene.
Steve, just the four of us and my cat.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's
and just pay me $100,000 and I'm in.
Yeah, done. Done. I already transferred it to you. Come
done.
over. Come
It's money ordered right now. Right now. Right
Me.
here. Right into your account, Steve.
I'm going shopping.
That's season 26 money.
Yes. You're sitting on a buckload of cash. Oh, my Lord. I remember I said last time we talked, I said I was going to watch or listen to one of your shows, and I didn't.
Oh,
man.
I just, but I will now. But no, we don't know that. We probably will. I should.
You probably shouldn't, because I feel like you'll never call us again.
Yeah, like that's the reason Steve calls back. It's because he's never listened.
He's never listened.
So.
Yeah, if he listened, he'd be like, "What am I doing? This is career suicide."
Shh.
Yeah.
But I did want to ask though, Steve. Have you heard from any more from the Bayonites, from the Bayo squad?
No, not at all. That quieted, and I must say, I have steered clear of tweeting anything really political, because I just get so tired of getting jumped on.
I just stayed off of Twitter all summer, and it was the most relaxing, amazing thing in the world.
That's amazing.
I bet. It's just like, yeah, people are just so, they just jump on shit so quickly, and it's like, let's just listen to each other.
Yeah.
Because I have a friend of mine in North Carolina who's very conservative, and we're good friends, but it's like we just sort of steer clear. I just mock him. Like he'll buy a new Jeep, and I'll Photoshop a Hillary sticker on his Jeep, but it's all it's fun. And
yeah.
So we'll see. It's I'm too. I get too mad. I get all angry, and then I yell at people in traffic, and it's just ugly. So
I yell instantly in traffic. I instantly get road rage. Instantly. I can't.
Yeah. I was down at the beach. It was on 4th of July at this beach we go to a lot, and someone had a Trump Pence 2020, and I was like, seriously, on the beach? Can we just have a little peace here? Does no one, have a flag? That's fine, but we don't need to.
Even if they had the last election sticker, I'd be like, okay, all right, they didn't know what they were doing. But yeah, no, it's like they're going again. They're going again.
I don't want to see any dumbass politician while I'm going to the beach. To be
no, exactly. I
honest.
wouldn't have wanted to see whoever will run, against it. I just want to go swimming.
Yep. Leave
me alone.
Dip my toes. Ryder told me, Steve, that she saw you, or she saw you on a Hulu show called The Act.
Oh yes, with my bunny slippers.
Oh, is that what it was? Oh, I gotta see it now. I gotta see it.
Just gotta see.
She said it was about the true story of Rose
not
Blanchard.
very smart doctor who
story
wears
of what?
bunny slippers. They were handmade. I'll have you know.
How'd you get them?
Yes.
How'd you get those? Where can I get them?
No, I don't.
Where can I sniff them?
We're at the Steve Coulter gift shop.
Oh.
www.stevesretirementfund.com.
Did you
yes.
Did you get to keep the slippers?
No, I did not want to.
Give me this.
They were very
Fetch me
comfortable.
my slippers, Slambo.
All right.
I actually once owned my own pair of bunny slippers in the 90s
They were
when I
hot
had a
back
small
then.
child. So.
Ooh, I've never had slippers.
Yeah.
That were bunnies.
Oh, you never had? Oh,
never had a
slippers
pair
are
of
very
slippers.
nice.
They sound it. I gotta get some grown man bunny slippers.
We're on the cutting edge now. We're talking about slippers.
Slipper technology.
You
with
won't hear
Steve
won't hear
Coulter.
this on any other podcast ever.
Right.
Robin
There's a
Slim
reason.
exclusive.
I usually don't wear slippers. I keep old dirty sneakers to
Oh,
wear.
that's
I do.
I wear my flip flops around the house.
Yeah, I figured you were just a barefoot.
He's
Barefoot
a flip-flop guy.
Flip flop, flippity floppities.
Well, what have you guys been up to since you haven't been doing your little show?
Well, I have sons, and I get them for the summer, so it's a fulfilling experience. But Slim just cries, and Slambo just
Usually.
drinks
Drink and work.
and assaults people.
How old are your sons?
My oldest is 12 now. My middle guy is 11, and my youngest is 8.
Jeez. It's like wham, wham, wham.
Yeah.
Wow.
The oldest
they all
two
boy-
are Irish
all boys?
twins. Yeah, all boys. And my oldest son loves horror movies, and he saw the commercial for Annabelle, and I'm like, yes, my friend Steve is in this, and he thought that was so cool. Thought that was the coolest.
Is William the oldest?
Ewan.
Ewan's the oldest. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
He loves like the old Child's Play. He likes like old ones. Like nobody lets him watch anything too crazy, but he'll watch like Gremlins and like the original, like I said, Child's Play and all that, and he loves those movies.
Oh,
awesome.
nice. Oh, nice.
Steve, I wanted to ask.
Go ahead.
You were in the new Watchmen series,
Ooh,
correct?
Really?
Oh, yeah, I am very briefly, just in one episode. I don't even remember really what I did. I was with Tim Blake Nelson, but that was fun. He's really good.
Has that started yet? That show?
No, I think it comes on in October.
Okay.
I think.
We saw the trailer.
Yeah, it's
I
gonna be
definitely
pretty
want to see
cool.
it. Yeah. What were you gonna
Did
ask?
you? I was wondering if you ever read Watchmen.
I did a little. I did around the time of remember the movie they did.
Yeah.
So I went and read a little bit of it, and I think this is going to be a lot closer to the graphic novel than I think the movie was.
Steve, is it
what I
a
understand.
retelling of the story, or is it because it looked like more of a sequel?
Like an aftermath.
I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure. I have no idea. I have no idea.
All right. Under the
Not a
rug.
clue.
Under the rug. Can I pitch you a movie, Steve?
Ooh, I
Yes.
love your movies.
It's called The Brothers Coulter, and I'm your younger brother, and we are cops. We're cops. We're like a cop team, and
that'd be cool.
I get suspended for like a lot of questionable activity, and you get framed for a murder in Chinatown, and I'm just like living on a houseboat, just drinking whiskey, and at the bottom, the rock bottom, and like a little Asian boy comes to me, and he's like, "Oh, Steve, your older brother, Steve, he was framed for a murder in Chinatown." So I'm like, I'm drunk. I'm drunk off this whiskey. So I pass out and I throw up, and the little boy like bathes me, and it's a beautiful scene.
Wait,
And
hold on a second. Wait a minute. The little boy bathes you?
Like he just like a sponge. He just wipes them out. But so I snap out of it. I'm like, we gotta go save my older brother Steve. So we go out there and we fucking try to infiltrate the drug den that you were infiltrating. But like we come across like Snoop Dogg, and he wants us to go on tour with him, and so we go on tour with him. We kind of like did a lot of drugs, and we forgot that you were framed, and we just end up going on a European tour with Snoop Dogg.
Wow. It kind of writes itself.
Yeah,
Right?
and you don't have to be in it much, so I say we go for this.
I think so.
The Brothers Coulter.
Right?
The little bathing Asian guy. Who is, Edward Norton can play the little Asian boy.
Yes.
Paul Giamatti, I was thinking.
Ooh. Yes. All right.
Yes, this is going to come back, and my career will be over.
Well, you don't know because you didn't listen to it, Steve. You're like, what are you talking about?
You
I
haven't
didn't
seen
hear
it
that.
on the big screen
Right.
yet. Yeah. You're like, I don't
Like
listen.
Scott Bann's going to find out about this, and then I'm toast.
He's going to attack us.
Amazing.
He's going to attack us. Oh.
It's another left-wing Hollywood elite movie.
So, Steve, I have a question, kind of backtracking to what we were talking about earlier.
Coulter and Coulter.
Coulter and Coulter. So, no, with your movie getting pulled, and Rob was telling me earlier in the show, we read a rap song, because that's what we do, Steve. If you listened, you would know that every now and then we read rap songs. And we read a rap song that Rob had told me that it was like, what was it, removed? Or the person
I don't know. He got a lot of shit. Chris Brown
got a lot of shit for this song. And I thought that, like, where we are now, that the politically correct
Culture.
atmosphere would have, like, lessened. But has it gotten just worse?
It's gotten a lot worse. It's like you have to be so careful what you say.
Yeah.
And I think that seems crazy. Like, I know a lot of comedians, they go, especially if they go to colleges,
Yes.
they have to be really careful what they say. And it's like, you think of someone like Richard Pryor or Sam Kinison, those guys. It's like, my God. I mean, it's humor. You should be able to make fun of anything.
Yep.
And you don't have to be of that race or that gender or because they say, well, you can't make jokes about gays unless you're gay or blacks unless you're black, and that's crazy. I think of Don Rickles, my God.
Right. Or
and it's like, yeah.
I've even seen Jerry Seinfeld won't do colleges anymore, and who knows what in 10 years we won't be able to say. Like,
Crazy.
I hope it bounces back, because it seems like people are like people, and maybe it has to do with Twitter, because everyone, whatever you do is instantly everywhere now, and then everyone is almost like looking like, how can I get offended? It's like, if you look at the world like that, you're going to get offended a lot.
Yes, and then they have the voice. They're allowed to tweet anything. So yeah, they do. They go right.
Yeah, and comedy, especially comedy, it's kind of, you're an anarchist. You're poking fun at everything.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's different if you make like a racist joke and you don't realize you're being racist. But if someone is like sort of making fun of themselves as something.
There's a difference
But
too
I
between
think
hate speech.
Yeah, people are
comedy.
too sensitive right now.
Yeah, and the comedy was like one of the last places you could do things, and it's not even that anymore. It's not even that.
No, it's like, you think of like All in the Family, that wouldn't make it on the air now.
Never.
It's like, they don't realize. Oh wait, no, there's Saturday, and that's that going back to The Hunt. That's what it's about. It's making fun of how serious people are.
Yeah.
And it's like, and their premise is that people are so serious they're going to start hunting each other and killing each other. And it's like, it's not saying we should do this. It's like, it's not an instruction manual. It's a movie.
That's an interesting concept, and I was actually going to ask you, like, follow up to, like, what do you think personally, if we continue in this politically correct, extreme politically correctness, like, where is it going to lead us to? What are we going to miss out on? What are the facts?
We're going to miss out on it's going to water down a whole lot of stuff, because people are going to have to be so careful about what they say and what they do that, even some little remark that someone tweeted about, who was it? Sarah Silverman. Just, she lost a film role recently because she did something 7, 8, 9 years ago, and that blew up in her face. And it's like, people are allowed to make mistakes. It's like, sometimes someone is going to say something stupid. It doesn't mean they're like, everyone wants to judge someone now. And it's like, again, because it's going to lead, I think it'll just lead to things getting, everything's going to get safe.
And
it's like, no, we don't want to do that.
Lose careers or big movies or big roles. Yeah, like, I mean, really.
And it feels like it's just going to kill creativity.
Yes.
Yeah, it really. And I think it'll bounce back. I think it'll go to a certain point. Mm-hmm. And if anything, the only thing I agree with Donald Trump about is people have gotten too politically correct. It's like, guys, like, for example, yeah, most of the stuff Trump does gets me really angry, but sometimes he's obviously making a joke.
Sometimes, or it's just something that's not an issue. It's not an issue that he's eating steak with a fork or whatever.
Yeah.
It's not a news story.
You make an issue out of every little thing.
Yeah.
It's like, seriously? It's like, life's kind of short to do that.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, come on now. And it's fun to be, but they have to be careful what you say. It's it gets old and it's tiresome and it's not fun. Yeah, things aren't going to be as fun.
Nope. What, Steve? I wanted to ask. I saw you were originally a Canadian, and then you lived in South America for a while, correct?
I did during my teenage years.
What was your favorite place to live?
Colombia, South America, because it was back before the cocaine wars and all that. So it was like this incredible place to live because when we lived there, we were just like middle class when we lived in the States. But when we were down there, because of the peso and the dollar, we got to be kind of rich for 4 years.
Wow! Yes, that sounds amazing.
But we had because also everyone there, like the school I went to, people were from everywhere, from Colombia, Switzerland, Greece, the States, Canada, and all the teachers were former Peace Corps workers, so they were these young, fun, really cool people. And I had a horse. I had my own soccer field at my house.
What? I want to live. Was that
with goals?
Well, I
had a river underneath my house. A river ran underneath my house, and I had a pool. Because then I moved back to Cleveland, Ohio. And I didn't have a pool anymore or a horse. I had a bike. But it was awesome down there because my friend and I, he lived way up in the Andes, so he lived so far up that he had no electricity, and we would play cowboys and Indians on real horses.
Oh,
and so it was awesome. We got chased by the police. And, it was a lot of fun. So yes, and I learned to speak Spanish, so that was good.
Ooh, can you say this is Steve Coulter and you're listening to the Rob and Slim Show in Spanish?
Okay, este es Steve Coulter y estamos, ¿cómo se dice listening? Estamos en el show de Robert Slim.
Ooh, yes!
De Roberto y Flaco. There we go. Bienvenido a Roberto y Flaco.
I know Maricon. That's all I know in Spanish. I don't know what it means, but
that's all you need.
I do know that word.
Yeah.
Puta.
Oh my God. That's gonna limit the social circles you can travel in.
El Scotbayo es puta.
Oh my God.
Is that good?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, but it's like he's a female prostitute.
It doesn't make sense, but it makes dollars. That's all I know. That's all I know.
It makes you feel better though.
All I know is pita more meat, and that's from when Slambo and I worked at a McDonald's, and that's what they would say in Spanish. They would go
con carne.
Pita more meat.
They couldn't get enough of my
meat. There you go.
Pizza more meat? That's not Spanish.
Necesito más carne. Porque dice, sí.
I've heard them say that too, but
Yes.
they just couldn't get enough of my meat.
Who can? Who can? You're very meaty, Slambo.
I am very
You're meaty where it counts.
There's meatiness everywhere.
Squeeze his meat.
Wow.
Come here, let me squeeze your meat.
I don't get the
Oh my God. Why do I do this to myself?
Nobody knows, Steve. Nobody knows.
You don't get the tenderloins.
What are you currently working on, Steve?
What am I currently? I just finished working on. Did I tell you guys? Did I tell you about the show P Valley?
No.
It stands for Pussy Valley.
Ooh, that's
Can you
provocative.
say that on the radio?
Yeah,
No,
you
it's
say
a
it on the
really,
Rob
really
and Slim
show.
Show.
I want to be in that valley.
It's going to be on Stars starting November. They're going to put a lot behind it. And nobody famous is in it, but it's about a strip club in Mississippi. But even though it's about that, and the lead character is a transgender, transvestite club owner, but it is one of the funniest, best. It's going to be great. It's really, really, really good.
Sounds
And
amazing.
it was written by this New York playwright called Katori Hall, who's won all sorts of awards. She's an incredible writer. But yeah, that's going to be. You guys should watch it. It's going to be really awesome. And I don't normally say that.
It sounds good.
What do
It's gonna
you?
be very-
What are you in it? What
I
are you
play
playing?
I play the sheriff who sort of runs the town, and it's not your typical Southern sheriff. He's actually very cool. He's not prejudiced or mean. He's like really good friends with the owner of the club, the transgender guy.
Yes.
And the actor who played that is Nico Amon. This guy, new actor, no one's ever heard of him, but you will. He's going to be a big old star because he's phenomenal. And he and I have this sort of strange friendship. He's almost like a little brother, where he's constantly getting in trouble, and I'm trying to get him to not. It's really, it's a great damn show. And that'll be coming on in November. And I'm actually headed up to New York in about a month to do a movie called Boogie, and that'll be fun. So, yeah.
Very cool. Yeah. See?
And I might have been working on a Conjuring movie over the summer, but I'm not supposed to talk about that.
Ooh.
Don't tell anyone, Slambo. It's a secret.
It rhymes with Conjuring 3.
Ooh.
So, yeah, it's going to be very good.
That
So
sounds
is
very
it Mondering Tree?
good. Ooh.
It rhymes with it's Mondering Tree.
I figured it out.
That sounds like a low-grade porno Slambo was in a few years ago, but we won't talk
We
about
don't
that.
talk about that.
Pete is his real name. So if you ever have to look up like anything, just don't. You don't want to see any of his old work, Steve.
There's really
I'm
nothing
not
there.
going to Google.
Steve, we have to wrap this up, but it has been a pleasure as
Amazing.
always. As
Well,
always.
don't exaggerate. So, well, I'll have to talk to you in a few months, and there'll be more interesting news, and maybe the country will still be here.
We'll see. We'll see. The Chinese might be running it by then, but
Yeah, well, it might be. We might all be Chinese by then. So,
but
well, once again, it's
get
very
along
nice
with
chatting with you. Maybe I will actually listen to one of your shows.
At least just listen to an interview that we did with you, right? Like,
No, I'd rather listen to somebody else. Not me.
go to the first Ryder interview. She told a sassy, saucy story about me, which I still.
Oh, okay.
that's a good one.
Okay.
Very,
Or even we've interviewed other Walking Dead actors and actresses,
Yes.
so you can find some of those.
Jerry Palco, Nadine Marissa, and we've also talked to RJ Mitty and Summer Smith, who is Spencer Grammer.
There's a
Spencer
guy,
Grammer.
There's a friend of mine is a semi-regular on Stranger Things, named Randy Havens, and he would be a good guest for you. He's very funny and really cool guy.
Who does he play in Stranger Things, out of curiosity?
He plays the teacher. He's played in all 3 seasons. He plays the science teacher, Mr.
Yes.
Whatever.
Yes.
Yes.
So
I can pass you along his contact info if you want.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing, Steve.
He's a good guy. He's a very good guy.
And will you listen to the interview if we interview him?
No.
Oh, then we're not going to interview him.
I'm going to
I'm only interviewing people that you listen to. That's it.
Pay no attention to Slim.
Pay no attention.
I tell you what,
Slow
I
down.
will in the coming weeks. I will listen to a show and I will contact you via the internet messaging service and tell you that I have.
I'm not signing for any restraining order,
don't-
Steve.
Don't hold your breath, but you know.
Not holding. We love you, Steve.
No, I actually want to. I just keep forgetting to because I'm absent-minded.
You're a busy man.
You are.
And I'm very self-centered, so there's that. So
I think
But
that's
that's-
why we're friends.
Self-centered is being busy.
Yes.
It's very
Is
busy
being
too.
real.
It's very
It's being real.
It's very hard being
It's very hard
only
being-
into yourself.
Being hard.
it is. It leaves a mark.
It leaves a bruise sometimes. We
And
will.
sometimes.
We will be in contact, Steve.
All right. Very good. Well, good luck with the rest of your program. All right?
Yes, we were here.
All right. All right.
Love
Goodbye.
you.
And send over those ribs, please.
Ah.
And chef
Yeah.
salad only. You don't
Oh,
have
I
any
forgot
other.
about that.
You don't have any salad choices but chef.
Don't forget the pork rind.
A lot of ranch dressing. A lot of ranch
Otherwise,
dressing.
All right. Well, take care of yourselves.
You take care.
Pizza flavored ranch dressing.
Pizza rolls.
Yes. That's so hot. I'm going to go now.
Big.
Don't go, Steve.
Yeah, no. Don't you hang up first.
Don't leave Rob with us.
Don't leave me with them.
I'll tell your story.
Make sure my
All right, could you sing me a song before I go to sleep?
La,
Make me feel better.
la.
Okay, bye.
Bye, Steve.